You don't know what you want to be when you grow up. But the tragedy of that is that many people spend their lives trying to manifest the fantasies of their childhood. I've lived long enough to see that people actually carry those fantasies further than they're supposed to. Is that discovering yourself can actually take you a lifetime. And so more importantly than getting stuck on what you want to be when you grow up, is being open to all the possibilities of what you can be. What you want to be rather than getting stuck on the picture of what you want to be when you grow up, is to open up yourself to all the possibilities of what you can be when you grow up. So you have an opportunity when you're in university. You absolutely don't want to waste time. You have the opportunity to do internships, actual internships while you're in university, because your schedule gives you more flexibility. You have the opportunity to even decide what your dress sense is going to be. You have the opportunity to actually test what your personal style is going to be. So you have more opportunity with more flexibility and less consequence to run more experiments in the university. It's helpful if you run the bulk of the experiments when you are, before you finish uni. Because then the ratio of the mistakes you made become less. So think of school, this is my last word. Think of school, this whole grand school experiment. Think of it as your personal laboratory. Whatever anybody's making you do, realize they can take it and you can run your own experiments. And when you think of that, the way you approach all of it changes. You begin to have a bit of fun. You begin to think about it as your life, rather than your parents' life, or your uncle's life, or your guardian's life, or your teacher's life. You begin to think, whatever it is they give to me, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to use it as material to run my own experiment. So people tell you, what problem do you want to solve? The world is full of people who solve, some people solve problems, some people support people who solve problems, and some people create the environment for people who solve problems to enjoy their lives after they solve the problem. I'm saying whatever questions come naturally to you, ask yourself those questions. You don't have to make a decision yet. That's why school is a life. I was saying that most of the things you do in your life, they ask you about your future, most of you talk about your career. Yeah? But life is much more than your career. There are things that are more important than your career. Your career is good for you to survive and grow, but there are things that are more important than your career. And so you would have discovered without knowing, you are running an experiment. You are discovering something important. You are discovering that there is something in life more important than making money. Discovering that peace at home is more important than money. Don't take that lesson for granted. So there are things like love, there are things like peace, there are things like friendship, there are things like good health, there are things like rest that are more important, that are as important, if not more important, than your career. When you go through crisis in your life, your friendships are going to be the things that keep you. Your friendships, your family, your relationships. Start building deep friendships with your parents. When you get older, those relationships are going to serve you well. And so later when I grew up, I realized that if you're a human being, you will face betrayal. It's just the way that the world is designed. There is no way you can design your life that will make you avoid regret. So it comes to, there is no way you can design your life to avoid making mistakes. What you can do is that you can avoid avoidable mistakes. My advice to somebody who likes to do a lot is do a lot. If you're doing a lot, keep doing a lot. But what you shouldn't do is not pay attention to the results of your experiments. You really are in the stage of your life where you can run the best and the most experiments with the least consequence. You have such an opportunity to discover yourself while having fun. Someone is paid for you to run multiple experiences. The greatest disservice you can do to yourself is miss this opportunity. The biggest mistake you can make is to lose the opportunity to run multiple experiments.